Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. This week I received a postcard from a friend that had a foundation pieced block on the front of the postcard. And that got me to thinking about how could I create my own postcard quilt. Select New Project and let's label this Foundation Postcards and select OK. Select Design a Block from Scratch. Select a new block, Pieced Easy Draw Block. In the Precision toolbar, change the block width and height to 6 by 6. Change the snaps to 24 by 24. That means we'll snap every 1/4 inch. And change the graph paper to 12 by 12 and turn the graph paper cells on, and snapping option should be just snap to grid. Select the line tool and draw a horizontal line at 1.5 inches. Then draw 2 diagonal lines, the first from 3 inches on the left to 3 inches on the bottom, and the other from the 3 inches on the right to the 3 inches on the bottom. Draw 2 slanted lines, the first one starting at 1.25 inches on the left and going to 3/4 on the top. Draw a mirror image of that slanted line on the right. Then draw a line that's starting at 2.25 on the top and connecting with 3.25 on the horizontal line. Then draw a line that starts at 3.75 inches on the top and goes to 2.75 inches on the horizontal line. Then go to the Color tab and back to the Draw tab. Select the Pick tool and drag a box to completely enclose the short diagonal line on the right and select Delete. Select the Color tab and color the block. I have added some additional fabrics from my library. And then select Add to Project Sketchbook. Now let's go back to the Draw tab and we're going to add a square to the heart, and that is going to allow us to set something else in this heart. So let's start by using the line tool and drawing a horizontal line at 4.25 inches. Then we're going to draw a vertical line at 1.5 inches and at 4.5 inches. Then we can go to the Color tab and we can recolor the center patch and select Add to Project Sketchbook. Now for the next one, I want to do a new block, Create Serendipity Merge Block. Now this is going to hopefully give you the heart block on the left. If the heart block is missing on the left, we're going to go back to the Draw tab and make an additional modification to the block. I have found that sometimes students have had problems with that extra node on the horizontal line. To eliminate that node, select the Draw tab and then with the Pick tool, delete both of the lines on both sides of that extra node and just draw a new connecting line. Then select Color followed by Add to Project Sketchbook. Select New Block, Create Serendipity followed by Merge Block. Select the heart block with the square in the center on the left and select the heart block without the square on the right. Then select Add to Sketchbook followed by Close. Select View Project Sketchbook and scroll to the last block and select the double heart block and select Edit. Select the Color tab and color the double heart block. And we can select Add to Project Sketchbook. Now select New Block, Create Serendipity, and we'll do another merge block. We will use the same block on the left, which is the background block, but on the right we will select the heart within a heart. So now we're up to 3 hearts and we can select Add to Sketchbook. And while we're here, we could again select that first item and now select the triple hearts, and so we now have 4 hearts, and we can select Add to Sketchbook and close. Select View Project Sketchbook and select the triple heart and select Edit. Select the Color tab and recolor the block and select Add to Project Sketchbook. Then view the project sketchbook and select the 4 heart block and select Edit. Go to the Color tab and make any changes to coloration on this one and select Add to Project Sketchbook. Now select the Quilt work table and do a new quilt horizontal. Go to the Layout tab and change the number of blocks to 1 by 1. After some playing, I decided the width and height of my block needed to be 2.75. Then go to the Border tab, and for border number 1, change that to a 1/4 inch, then select Add, and for border number 2, we're going to make the left and right different from the top and bottom because postcards cannot be square. So I'm going to uncheck all, and I'm going to make the left and right 1 inch and the top and bottom 0.5 inches. And so our finished quilt size should be 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then go to the Design tab and do a Set block. Set your choice of the heart blocks in the quilt. Then finish coloring the quilt. And I will hide show quilt patch lines and select Add to Project Sketchbook. Although I loved playing with this Motif fabric collection, I realized I did not actually have that collection, so I decided to recolor the quilt using some fabric that better matched what I have in my collection at home. And then select Add to Project Sketchbook. Thanks so much for watching. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com. And next week I am hoping to share with you how I did with piecing this teeny tiny hearts quilt.